É, galera, vamos continuar com a nossa jogatina. Yes, sir. Vamos ver. Eu tenho que ir pra onde? Deixa eu ver aqui. Eu tenho que ir pra cá, ó. Pra cá.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. You're good to go. Have a nice time in Aquila City.
Vamos lá na cidade.
Landing site locked. Take us in.
Alright, we're here. You ready? Because once we get started, I'm gonna be riding your tail till this is over. She stays with the ship, usually. Got a few more years to go before I let her swill whiskey in some backwater bar. There's something you should know up front. I'm a Co. As in Solomon Co., first man on Aquila. That tale I mentioned before, the one I think is connected to an artifact, it's something of a family legend. After planetfall, Solomon spent years mapping Aquila, and he found a tiny little patch of nothing on his sensors. The kind of nothing an artifact produces. He called it the Empty Nest. Said it was a place even the wildlife of Aquila wouldn't go. Yeah, and the Coast have been coasting on that for 10 generations now. Solomon's always a larger-than-life figure if you read the histories, but if you just listen to a few recordings of the man, he was simple. Just wanted to keep moving forward. Because you'll find a whole lot of nothing. Gravitational anomalies are a little hard to pick up in an area with tons of starship traffic. Not to mention all the electronics from the city, and security scramblers that the Freestar or smugglers out on the frontier put down. Solomon's maps are locked up tight in the local gal bank. We'll be heading there.
Vamos lá.
Do you need something?
Hi, Barrett. You ready to play?
I was born ready.
I set you up there. That was an oldie but a goodie.
Well, a rolling stone gathers no moss.
Wait, that is a saying? No way.
From old Earth, got the slate to prove. Where's that from?
Um tá falando lá atrás, outro tá falando aqui na frente. minha roupa é muito esquisita, eu vou mudar essa roupa. Deixa eu ver aqui se tem uma roupa mais maneirinha. Pô, só tem roupa estranha. Essa merda mesmo.
Hold it. By order of Marshal Daniel Blake, I need to inform you we've got some trouble at Gal Bank. Folks might be in danger, so you may want to steer clear. Well, all I know is there was an attempted bank robbery and things went sideways. You'd have to ask the Marshal if you want the whole story. Not usually, but he took charge of the situation because the bank robbers are part of the Shaw gang. The Marshal's had a lot of experience dealing with the gang, so he's calling the shots. It's just behind me on the right. The place is on lockdown, so you should steer clear unless you can help out. I guess that'd be the Marshal's call. Frankly, it ain't going well. Looks to be a stalemate. Maybe a little outside help would do some good.
I doubt those robbers are gonna let us leisurely peruse the Galbank vault. We better see if we can help move the situation along.
You stay where I can see you, Marshal. Everyone stays in front of the building. You got me? If you make a move toward the building, a hostage dies.
Kila City. Feels like I spent half my life trying to get out of this place.
Like who?
Not you, not one of your rangers, and not these city guards neither.
The hell am I supposed to do with that? You need to stand back now. It's a hostage situation. Now please, get back, or I'll have the guards drag you away. I don't mean to be rude, but I don't know you. Now please, stand back.
Kila City at its finest, I see. Never a dull moment.
Well, I'll be damned. Sam Cole. Been a long time. I won't hold my breath about you being here to take the badge again. Listen, Sam, just so you know, I don't blame you for how it went down. For the others, though, you might get a different reception.
Thanks. I appreciate you saying so. But I figure some of that reception is owed. Still, I appreciate the sentiment, Marshal. It seems you got a situation. My friend here may be the answer you're looking for.
All right, Sam. I'll trust your judgment on this one. Some folks from the Shaw gang tried to rob the place, but they got spotted by a guard. They took everyone inside hostage, and now they're keeping a watch so we can't move against them. They're using the intercom to communicate. It's a big group that hides outside the city and runs smuggling jobs off-world. They take in all kinds, rookies and veterans alike. Judging by their lack of preparation, I'd say this particular group is green as hell. Probably their first attempt at heist. That should work in our favor. Right about now, they're probably wishing they've just stayed home. It's a
Na
big
verdade, eu
group.
não entendi direito. Tem
Hides
grupos que ficam de fora da cidade e tem um esquema de contrabando.
They take in all
Eles
kinds,
recrutam de tudo, de novatos a veteranos.
Judging by their lack of
Falta de preparo
preparation, I'd
deles,
say
eu diria
this
que esse
particular
grupo em particular é
group
muito
is
amador.
green
Deve
as
ser a
hell.
primeira tentativa de
Probably
assalto
their
deles.
first attempt
Isso é
at
interessante.
heist. That should work in
Isso
our
deve nos ajudar. Nesse momento eles devem
Right
estar
about
desejando
now,
ter ficado em
they're
casa.
probably wishing they've just stayed home. They won't talk to me. Say they don't trust the badge. They want a neutral negotiator. In other words, they didn't have a plan for this, so they're stalling while they come up with one. Without demands, I ain't got much to work with. About all we can do is wait and see. All right, I'm willing to allow that. But a few things first. Say what you have to, but whatever they ask for, there's no way in hell I'm giving it to them. Also, there are lives at stake. so don't get cavalier. Find out what they want, and then report back to me.
Já viu o filme
Take it slow and
Negociador,
steady.
rapaz.
Look for every opportunity to de-escalate. You got this.
A boca.
bank. I'm sending in a negotiator, so don't shoot.
Hands where I can see them. And don't try nothing.
Sutileza, né? Pra subir um negócio, né?
You're the negotiator, huh? If you think you're just gonna walk up here and get us to surrender, you're dead wrong. It's Jed. Jed Bullock. Well, ain't you polite? So tell me, stranger, how do I know you're gonna deal straight with us? I don't know you, so why should your word mean anything to me? I ain't buying it.
Que bela merda.
Yeah? Well, maybe that's just what you want us to think, so we'll give up. Oh, you want to be a hard ass, is that it? Well, I can be a hard ass too. Nothing you say is gonna change my mind, so let's just move on. They talk too damn much. Complain about everything. But as much as we'd like to, none of us has shot one yet. We want to guarantee a safe passage to the spaceport and a ship. We'll drop the hostages off somewhere safe in the system. After that, we'll radio back where they are, and the Marshal and his crew can come and get them. But if anybody follows us when we break orbit, we start shooting people. Got it? What, you think we want to stay locked up in here? Hell no! Oh, hell, the Freestar Rangers have got ships. They can give us one of them. This whole damn job's gone wrong. It was supposed to be just a quick hit. Clean and simple, you know? So let's all try to keep our heads, yeah? Because my guys, they're going crazy in here. I don't know how much longer we can last. What do you mean? I know. Not disagreeing with that. Part of me just wants to be rid of these people. But we need them right where they are. Maybe you're right. Nobody gets hurt, we won't have to rot in jail for the rest of our lives. It's up to the Marshal to make sure the hostages don't get hurt. Nah, it's too late to back out now. We're seeing this through. You go tell the Marshal to get that ship ready so we can all walk away from this thing without anybody getting hurt.
Those guys
Everything will turn out just fine.
scared. I shall. King's making. I heard every word. He's talking too loud. Sign of fatigue. All that fear and exhaustion are taking a toll. They're not thinking straight. That puts us in a very precarious position. Nah, you'd be wasting your time. Or worse, it'd make them angry. No sense risking that. I appreciate your idealism. But there were only ever two ways this could end. You've already ruled out one of them, so that leaves us with only one option. We have to free the hostages by taking out their captors. Problem is, they're keeping me and the guards in sight at all times. If we try to move against them, they'll see us coming. Done this kind of work before, huh? Good. I'll feel a lot better about sending in a professional.
That sounded kind of cold-blooded.
Now, I see two ways we can play this. You could ask to see the hostages. Once you're inside, you can make your move. If you're quick, I think you can take them out before they have a chance to respond. But you'll have to shoot to kill. There's also a back door. Most of their attention's focused out front here, so they may not be watching it as closely. This key should unlock it.
Vamos mudar nosso traje, né? Poderia ir pela frente também. Tentar conversar com os caras. E agora? Apesar que eu já falei que eu sou soldado, né? Vamos lá, se eu não conseguir ir por um lado, eu tento pelo outro. Eu vou voltar e falar com os caras pela frente. Tem muita gente ali. Pela frente porque por trás tem muita gente. Tentar conversar. Se o cara não quiser, eu vou falar pra ver os... É isso. É isso. Porra. Porra, não tem como não. save aqui.
What the marshal say? We have a deal? We're fine. Everyone's fine, okay? We got it under control. I guess that'd be alright. Gonna need to ditch that weapon first. Ain't no way I'm letting you in here armed. Fine, but make it quick. Make a fair point. That's true. If you tried something, we'd take you out real quick. You ain't telling me anything I don't already know. I'm done talking about this. You've got my answer, and it's final. Now go tell the marshal that I want my goddamn ship.
Ai, saco. Não tem jeito. Vamos tentar pelo outro lado. Só que eu acho que eu não tenho nenhuma arma. Silenciador. Todos.
My friend here gonna teach you manners. This is my favorite part. Get your blood pumping, huh?
There you are.
Wise to be in my way. Felt that one. Oh, we make a hell of a team. Thank you so much. Now I have two heroes, Solomon Coe and you.
Não ia matar ninguém, né, cara?
We owe you everything.
E aí, João Vitor?
I hope the Marshal gives you a big reward.
Não queria matar ninguém não, mas... O cara não queria conversa.
Grisly, but part of the job.
Não queria conversa. Nunca consigo persuadir os caras. Sempre cai no tiroteio.
They've got the Marshal by the balls.
Nice work. I heard the fight. The hostages, are they safe? That's good to hear. Those people aren't just citizens of the Freestar Collective, they're like family. We all are. As for the Shaw gang, we'll grieve for them too. Here, you've more than earned this. You got us out of a tough spot, and you did it with courage that's not common. As a matter of fact, you might just be Freestar Ranger material. If you're interested, head on over to the Rock and ask for Emma Wilcox. She handles the new recruits.
All right. Now that lives aren't on the line, let's get back in Galbank, see if we can get those maps.
O personagem tá parecendo até o Peter Parker daquele jogo do...
Thank you for saving my husband.
I'm okay. I just need a minute.
Do Homem-Aranha do PlayStation.
Sometimes I worry about the company. Okay, we'll take it from here.
Mostly. Still feels a little weird, though. Guess I'm not used to having the tube out. Got into a tussle with a Shaw Gang smuggling ship in Kodos orbit. Had to limp back to Aquila City, with my ride mostly in one piece. It was a bit of a hard landing, you might say. Got a few broken ribs and a concussion. Turns out one of those ribs punctured a lung. Had a breathing tube in for a spell, but that's gone now. Seems I'm healing up pretty good. Last I saw, it was on fire and doing a swan dive into the Kodos sky. Yeah, of course. Everyone knows a thorologic tube is the right approach for that problem. Right now, not much of anything. Doc says I need a rest. Meanwhile, I've been trying to make myself useful, reading dispatches and reports and such. That way, when I'm cleared for field duty, I'll know the lay of the land.
Seems that way.
Hey,
That's
how'd your
pretty
day with
crazy.
Leah go?
Even my Shaw gang was
Need something?
interesting.
You got some business with me?
All she wanted to do was talk about Aquila City's history. I got a 90-minute lecture.
That's so. Well, you found your way to the right person. Well, the Freestar Rangers ensure the safety and security of the Freestar Collective and its people. We might hunt down a fugitive, break up a smuggling operation, investigate a starship theft, or put some would-be bank robbers behind bars. Whatever needs doing to keep the people safe, we do.
Yeah, you're right. Guess I've got some homework to do if there's gonna be a second date.
That's the spirit.
Sure, but we Rangers work across the whole of Freestar Collective space. Like most things that are worth doing, it ain't always easy. But do I think we make the Freestar Collective a little safer for everyone? Yeah, I do. I imagine you've got some questions. I'll answer anything I can. Well, in theory, a Freestar Ranger can go anywhere in Freestar Collective space, even private property. But of course, it doesn't always work out that way. We also have jurisdiction over any local security when we're tracking a fugitive. The number's always changing due to retirements, recruiting, and unfortunately, death in the line of duty. But as far as I know, there's never been more than a dozen Rangers at any one time. Okay then. A word about myself. I'm in charge of making sure anyone that wants to be a Freestar Ranger is up to the task. That being said, the Marshal wouldn't send you here if he didn't think you had potential. So, what's it gonna be? Are you ready to sign up with the Freestar Rangers? I prefer a more practical kind of evaluation. I'll give you the details if you want to join up. Look, you have to be completely sure about this, so take whatever time you need. Just come and find me if you decide you want to join.
Well, hey there. Hiya.
What can I get you, Emma?
That's it then?
Oh, nothing for now. Came to talk, actually. Well, to apologize.
We got a lot of bars in the city.
Oh.
All class joints. Work hard, play hard.
I know
That
Annie's
should
been
be the
trying to
Freestar
rope
motto.
you into her spy
Just
schemes.
let me drink in peace.
I hope it's not too much of a bother for you.
You kidding? She's an angel. Truth is, she looks up to you. You and the Marshal.
get an invoice. Got another freighter that needs clearance on new homestead after this one. It's
Is it
pretty
okay if I
dangerous
just write it
out
on
in
a...
space
Hey,
these days.
what can I do for you?
I can't talk. I'm getting all...
Looks to me like you're already in pretty good shape.
As long as it's written and signed, it could be on a loaf of bread.
Amira Wolf at the Low House could really use someone helpful like you. After the job you did with the bank, it should be easy.
Deixa eu ver se arrumar uma roupa maneira, que essa roupa aqui é feia pra caraca.
I'll say right up front that if you're short on... I want to do your business quick. Here. Browse to your heart's content.
Gostei disso aqui. Gostei dessa roupa aqui. Isso daqui é importante. Caraca, os caras desse corpo aqui, ó.
All right. The family has a few different deposit boxes secured in here, so let's look around. Here's a copy of the key. Okay, now remember, Solomon was from an earlier generation, so it's not going to be on a slate. Big bundles of paper is what we're after. Oh, no. Jacob. Of course that old mule saw this coming. He's just a bitter old man, interfering in what's none of his business. That we do. I was hoping to avoid the estate when we landed. Cora's gonna be so mad. We really gotta do this? I don't know. You're not wrong. All right, fine. He's my dad, okay? We're not exactly on friendly terms. He probably figured I'd come for the maps at some point. Got ahead of me. Family business just wasn't something I wanted to get into, you know? God, that's the worst part. They're thick as thieves. Last thing I need is Jacob in her life. Let's leave it at that. One thing's got nothing to do with the other. I was hoping for a quick in and out. No muss, no fuss. Turns out my luck didn't hold. Listen, there's gonna be a whole lot more of this ahead if I need to talk to my old man, so... I'll try. But... get ready for it.
Nice job. Shaw Gang's gone too far this time.
Hope Aquila has been treating you well.
Is Solomon Co. really all that? Some make it seem like he built the whole damn Freestar Collective by himself.
That's the Rock. Ranger Central. Not a bad bar, too.
What, 10, 15 years off? Live on your own terms. You can see my great.
Well, well. Sam Cole finally decides to darken our doorstep again.
You know why I'm here.
Oh? And what's that? You come to your senses? Realize where you ought to be for once?
I ain't asking again.
You ain't asked once. Let's hear it. I want you to say the words about what's more important to you than family.
Okay, this was a mistake.
The only mistake I'm seeing here is you. Bringing your Constellation lackey here instead of my granddaughter. Come to help Sam loot his ancestry? You're not getting those maps. Full stop. There's only one place a co ought to be. And it ain't out there in the Starfield doing Lord knows what. Putting our future at risk. Nothing's more important than family. Nothing. If Sam had stuck around, he'd know that. You wouldn't be here.
All right, that's enough. Come on, let's you and I talk. In private.
Welcome home, Sam. Make your visit short, okay? It's what you do.
I must confess, the hum of a grav drive makes me feel alive. Give me a sec. All right, let's talk options. No. I mean, this is no place for her, okay? The less time she spends with Jacob, the better. Yeah, like I said before, they're thick as thieves. Can you imagine what that bitter old mule would do to her head if she hung around more? I made a decision a long time ago about how my little girl gets raised. And it doesn't include Jacob Coe, okay? Leave it at that. Damn it. Fine. We'll go get her. If there's any other options, I'd appreciate doing those first.
Sam's constellation lackey here to bother me again? You mean besides the fact that you're some independent group that doesn't know where your loyalties lie? Or are you referring to the fact that my granddaughter lives in your clubhouse rather than in her family home? Well, that's not your decision, is it? It's Coe property by birthright. It stays here. You really believe that, don't you? You think I'm not trying to help him? Can't believe I'm saying this. But if it'll get you out of my hair, then fine. You can have the maps. They're in the other room, here. Key.
Peguei sem precisar da menina, viu? Que beleza?
Alright, let's see if we can find the empty nest. Alright, let me think. The way I heard it, the readings he was getting were normal at first, then they bottomed out. And no creature, alien or otherwise, would dare step inside. There. Found it. Oh boy. That's a problem. Well, you ain't wrong. But let's take a look at what we're up against. First, it's in the middle of the frontier, which we already expected. No problems there, but the usual tussling with alien wildlife. But the empty nest is a cave right in the middle of Shaw Gang territory. Same outlaws who held up Galbank. Well, just remember, it's about the artifact, not them. Hurting bad guys puts a smile on your face, that's a bonus. Let's get to that cave.
Vamos lá. Vamos lá.
Alright. This is Shaw Gang territory.
Vou botar meu traje. Eu roubei dele já. Porra, não tem munição, né? Brincadeira, hein? Brincadeira, hein, Alex? Ué, fica falando comigo não, ué. Porra. Pegando fogo, bicho.
Tell him Sam sent you. Target's down. Ouch.
Give me the one dying!
I'd be scared to fight me too.
A lot of smugglers are just down on their luck, so maybe a little live and let live. Better we get it than someone else.
Tá cheio de bala aqui. Eu vou deixar a bala aqui pra quê? Bala, arma.
Looks like a smuggler den. Warren, nest, or whatever you call it. Smugglers are near.
Não tem muita coisa não. Testar aqui, ó. As armas novas aqui que apareceram aqui, ó.
Nobody's here now.
Não tem, mas vai ter.
Damn it!
We got company, I think. Found you.
Afraid your time's coming up.
Leave, coward.
This is gonna be fun.
At least not me, now. If we get ourselves a nice cozy campfire, you can have a good time in a cave.
Tá longe essa merda. Caraca, que morto do caraca.
You've done this before, right? Care to do the honors?
Vou voltar porque eu acho que eu peguei a chave pra abrir aquela merda daquele baúzão lá atrás. Eu não vou fazer viagem rápida agora não.
Me and my buddies used to spelunk in my misspent youth. That's the word, right?
Bela merda. Capacete fraco. Já rodou geral, acho. Vou mexer nada disso agora não. Briga, por isso não dá pra ter
I
viagem
think
rápida.
that's far enough. Hate to put a hole in the head of Aquila's own prodigal son. At least not before we've had a word.
You must be Shaw.
What I am is disappointed. Samco in the flesh, and he's peddling around the frontier with the has-beens of Constellation. Now you got past my crew, who I pay quite handsomely, I might add. Grabbed something from that weird cave. Probably whatever's been keeping the Ashta away. So, I'm down one hideout. Now, let's talk about what all that's worth to me. Your lives, your credits. One or the other, really. Oh, really? Let's hear it. Tough talk. But you've backed it up so far, I'll admit. Huh. The Shaw Gang's name in print outside a wanted poster does sound nice. Fine. Get the hell out of here before I change my mind. I see you again. You're dead.
Moleque, eu não quero te matar, tá? Só testando meu bagulho
This is your fault.
persuasão, mas...
You better lend us a hand.
Oi? Caraca, o bicho atira. Paulada, parceiro.
Smells part of the job.
O maluco morreu. Caraca, mano.
What are you still doing here? Out.
Aqui, ó. Tô na tua cabeça, vai. É de graça. Mata a caneta azul aí, pô. Acho que agora dá pra meter.
We're in one.
Eu posso tirar essa roupa aqui já. Arrumei até um chapéuzinho. Ó. Bela merda. Vamos lá. Vamos lá levar o outro artefato.
Hey, we're back.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
Is anyone hurt? You didn't let Cora handle the artifact, did you? We don't know what effects it might have on someone her age.
Just, what are we building here?
I haven't picked up any kind of frequency or signal coming from it.
That doesn't mean much. This thing could be emitting something we can't even detect. As far as we know, we could be building the gigantic bomb that will blow up as soon as we finish it. Or maybe it's some kind of interstellar
Vasco,
children's
we haven't run a deep diagnostic
Why would
in a
either
while,
of those
have
things
we?
give the discoverer
I do not know, sweetie.
It's a message.
What did you call me?
I did not formally address you,
Finding more
honey.
pieces will give us.
Vasco, can you repeat what you just said?
I did not formally address you, handsome.
I think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again. Oh, and since it tends to come up, me and my Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. If I'm coming with, that means Cora's on your ship.
Did this to you, Vasco?
I do not know what.
Likewise. You know where to find us.
Chato pra cacete.
What exactly are you referring to?
Esse negócio comigo não?
Aware of possible negative effects. I have to say, I'm impressed. You've adjusted to this whole endeavor better than I would have expected. Not that that's any sort of assumption about you, of course. There's just, well, this is all a lot to take in. We probably should have spoken before now, but I didn't want to get in the way. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us. Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something. An energy surge, some other phenomenon. He did. At the time, well, it's Barrett. We weren't sure if he was kidding around. Clearly, he wasn't. Sure, I'm not trying to suggest otherwise. I wasn't there when it happened. I'm just thinking it through. It's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right? Oh, gosh. No, I mean, that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us. Well, right now, nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition, I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of, if you're gonna be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands. There's a galaxy chock full of resources. The more data I have, the more thorough an analysis I can do. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty well, too. Walter's pockets may not be bottomless, but they are pretty deep. Of course, there's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet.
That I didn't have to pay you back.
That is not at all how I remember it.
Okay.
Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Right. So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter is quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here. So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself, within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full. Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy! Anything I can learn from is a help. Stay safe, okay?
Bom, é isso. Valeu, pessoal. Por hoje é só. Fui!